COVID-19 विश्वव्यापी महामारीको कारणले लकडाउनमा परि मनरा सिसवा नगरपालिका अन्तर्गतका विद्यार्थीहरूको पठन पाठन अवरोध भएको अवस्थामा यस ग्यालेक्सी सेकेन्डरी इंग्लिश बोर्डिङ स्कूल प्राली मनरा 1 महत्रीले भोलिको राष्ट्रका कर्णधार विद्यार्थीहरूका लागि संवेदनशील भई प्रविधि मैत्री शिक्षाको प्रयोग गरेर प्रत्येक अभिभावक शिक्षक र प्रत्येक घर विद्यालय नाराका साथ स्थानीय च्यानल नम्बर 26 तथा अनलाइनको माध्यमबाट नेपाल सरकारको पाठ्यक्रममा आधारित कक्षा नर्सरीदेखि कक्षा 10 सम्मका भर्चुअल क्लास सञ्चालन गरेको सर्वसाधारणमा जानकारी गराइन्छ। ग्यालेक्सी सेकेन्डरी इंग्लिश बोर्डिङ स्कूल मनरा 1 सम्पर्क नम्बर 98 440 30923 त्यस्तै 98 168 93 730। प्रायोजक क्रिएटिभ एन्टरटेनमेन्ट वर्ल्ड प्राली काठमाडौँ।
Hello class, in the last lecture we have studied about combination of resistors. So today in this lecture I am going to deal with alternating current and direct current. So first of all, what is alternating current? So alternating current are those current whose magnitude and direction changes alternately and regularly with the passage of time, and the direct current are those current whose magnitude and direction does not change with the passage of time. So I want to explain alternating current with the figure and diagram and the graph. So let's draw a diagram and graph. First of all, I will connect a circuit. It is the source of electricity. Here is a switch which is closed. It means the current is flowing through this circuit. And here is the resistor. And this is the graph. Okay, it's the positive terminal and it's the negative terminal. So now the current is flowing from positive to negative. So it in the graph, the current is flowing from positive. Here is the positive to negative. Now again at that second, the current is flowing from negative terminal to positive terminal. It means the direction is reversed. So again draw a graph cycle in which here is a negative current. And in next second, again the current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. Again the current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. Again in that second, the current flows from negative terminal to positive terminal, which means the direction gets reversed. So again the current forms negative. So from this graph, it is clear that in alternating current, the polarity changes with time. It's the cycle at where the current is zero. It's known as this period. This is known as period from this point to this point. Period. 1 second. So in 1 second there is also a positive charge and also a negative charge, which means the polarity changes in that second. In another second also, the direction changes. It means at one time there is a positive charge, and in another second there is a negative current. So it means the polarity changes alternately and regularly when the time is passed. So we can define alternating current as it is the current whose magnitude and direction changes alternately and regularly with the passage of time, and we have shown it from the circuit diagram and the graph. So I think you have clear concept about alternating current. And one more thing I want to add in this topic. Suppose it is a scale of galvanometer reading. Galvanometer reading is 0, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. So when the deflection, it is a deflection needle, the deflection is in both direction, in this direction also and in this direction also, with a small interval of time. So the deflection is in both sides, so it means the polarity changes and direction changes. That's why the deflection is in both direction. So in alternating current, the galvanometer deflection is in both sides, but in direct current, the galvanometer deflection is not in both sides. We have shown in next diagram. So I think you have understand about alternating current. Once again, I want to tell you the definition of alternating current. Alternating current are those current whose magnitude and direction changes regularly with passage of time. And the advantage of alternating current is the voltage of alternating current can be increased or decreased because its polarity changes. So we can consider that the current whose polarity changes, that voltage can also be altered. So in alternating current polarity changes, that's why alternating current voltage can be altered. So it can be increased or decreased by adapter. But in direct current, the polarity doesn't change. It means the current remains constant. That's why the voltage of direct current cannot be increased or decreased. So now I am going to describe direct current with electric circuit and graph. So it's the source of electricity in which here is a positive terminal and negative terminal. It's a switch. It is closed. It means there is a flow of current from one terminal to another terminal. So here is the suppose current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. Then it cannot be reversed. Its direction cannot be reversed. It means the current only flow from positive terminal to negative terminal, or maybe the current only flow from negative terminal to positive terminal, whether it flow from positive to negative or negative to positive, but it flow from only one terminal to another terminal. It cannot be reversed. It means its direction cannot be reversed, and its polarity doesn't changes, which means direct current are those current whose polarity doesn't changes, whose direction does not changes with passage of time. So let's see the graph of direct current. It is the graph of direct current. It means the current does not changes with time. It's a straight line and parallel to x-axis, which means that direct current does not changes with time. It means the current remains constant throughout the time through which the current flows. So current remains constant, polarity doesn't changes, so the direction is reversible. It means direction does not change in direct current. That's why direct current are those current whose direction does not changes with time. So its voltage cannot be altered because its polarity doesn't change. I think you have clear concept about alternating current and direct current. One more thing about direct current. Suppose it's a galvanometer scale, 0 deflection, 10 deflection, 20 deflection, 10 deflection, 20 deflection. It is galvanometer scale. So its deflection may be either in one side, maybe in this side only, or maybe in this side only, because its direction doesn't change. That's why the deflection in galvanometer is only in one side in direct current. This is all about direct current and alternate current. I think you have better understand that what is the alternating current and what is direct current. The main difference between alternating current and direct current is alternating current polarity changes with time, direct current polarity doesn't changes with time. So now I am going to teach you about electric current. As we study alternating and current and direct current, I hope you have a better concept about alternating current and direct current. Now I am going to teach you about electric current. Electric current. Electric current means rate of flow of electric charge electric charge through electric circuit. Through electric circuit is called electric current. So from this definition, it is clear that the flow of electric charge per unit time in electric circuit is called electric current. So IE we can write it as electric current equal to I equal to Q by T, where I equal to electric current, Q equal to electric charge, and T equal to time through which time up to which current passes. So simply electric current means the amount of charge. It is the amount of charge flow through electric circuit for this time. This time is the time through which current, up to which current passes. So in general, I is equal to Q by T. Again, I equal to NE by T. Q equal to NE, where N is number of electrons and E is charge of electrons. Charge of electrons whose value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So I equal to NE by T, where N is number of electrons and E is the charge of electrons whose value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So now you have understand what is electric current. So simply electric current is the amount of electric charge passed through the electric circuit, rate of flow of electric charge passed through the electric circuit, which is known as electric current. It means the amount of electric charge passed per unit time is known as electric current. So now I am going to define one coulomb charge. So as we know, Q equal to NA. It means I equal to NE by T. Okay. In SI system of unit, current is measured in ampere. So we are going to define 1 ampere and NE equal to Q by T. Q means electric charge. So in CGS system, electric charge is measured in coulomb. So 1 coulomb. And T is the time, and in SI system of unit, T is measured in second, 1 second. It means the flow of one coulomb charge in electric circuit in 1 second is known as 1 ampere current. So you can define it as this generalization. 1 ampere current can be defined as the flow of one coulomb charge in 1 second through electric circuit. So it is about 1 ampere current. I think you can define 1 ampere current. 1 ampere current means the flow of one coulomb charge in 1 second through electric circuit. Now you have to understand what is one coulomb charge. 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb charge is carried by 1 electron. It means 1 electron carry 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb charge. So 1 coulomb charge is carried by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 electrons. So 1 coulomb charge can be defined as the charge contained by 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 electron. So you understand what is 1 coulomb charge. And what is 1 ampere current? Again, I will define it. 1 ampere current. 1 ampere current. 1 ampere current can be defined as the flow of 1 coulomb charge in 1 second through electric circuit, and 1 coulomb charge can be defined as the charge carried by 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 number of electrons. So I think you have clear concept about electric current, 1 coulomb charge, 1 ampere. So I am hoping that you understand about alternating current, direct current and electric current. In the next lecture, I am going to teach you about electrical energy and electric power.